Welcome to our official detailed kitchen tour. Anyone that has been watching our house renovation journey from the start knows what a crazy roller coaster this has been, and I can't believe that we are finally here. We did think that this renovation was going to take 3 months, and here we are. I think, how long has it been? 6 months?
Probably even longer.
I think we're a good 7 months in. So today we are going to go over every single detail, organization of each corner of the kitchen, why we chose what went wrong, what we regret doing, what we spent on each item. We're pretty much gonna go over everything. I am also so excited to show you guys all the details and love that we have put into this kitchen. So let's get right into it. But before we start the kitchen tour, let's do a little throwback on what the kitchen looked like. Okay, before we start with the pantry, I quickly wanted to go over the cabinets. So when we were designing the kitchen, we had the option to do prefab, which is ready-made cabinets that you could just get online, and then custom. And I'm so happy that we decided to do custom cabinets because it is more expensive, but it really just allows you to personalize every corner of it. So we landed up going with this stain that was kind of in the middle of like not too dark and not too light. I feel like a few years back, like the whitewash kitchen was in, and now we have like the dark moody kitchen that's in. So I feel like Ivan and I kind of picked the middle ground.
We wanted to go with more of like a timeless look because we wanted the kitchen to still be, hopefully still be in style 10-20 years down the line.
Yes.
So we just kind of went with something that we hope is in style for a long time. I mean, we don't.
And for our hardware, we chose unlacquered brass, and the reason we chose unlacquered brass is because it kind of ages over time and it gives it a feeling of, I feel like it adds so much like character to a space. We were going back and forth on like the shaker, whether we should go a little thicker or thinner. We landed up doing like kind of like a slim shaker, which I'm so happy with how it turned out. So
show them the snacks.
Everyone wants to see the snacks. I also forgot to mention that for both our pantry and our coffee bar, we did pocket doors that I love. So we have the option to kind of keep them open or closed. We do keep the pantry closed, so of course River likes to get in the snacks.
We have to push things back because he's getting too tall.
Yeah, he's getting so tall.
Yeah, you can just reach everything now.
It's literally in the cookies.
Yeah.
I literally hear like something rumbling in River's like literally in the cookie jar. So yeah, for video purposes, I didn't get this forward, but after the video was done, I pushed all of this. I would like to take credit for organizing this myself.
Yes, it looks great.
I love organizing stuff. So I actually chose clear bins this time. Our last house, we had these woven bins, and even though those looked amazing, you couldn't see anything in them, and it was a nightmare finding stuff. So we did clear bins. You can actually see everything, and everything has its own section. We have sauce, pasta, noodles, everything's labeled, everything's organized, and this is like literally my happy space. I actually organized it based on what we use the most and the least. So we do want our snacks accessible on a daily basis. So we have snacks on our first shelf. Then we have some breakfast stuff, canned foods, pasta and noodles, of course, to cook. And then things like backstock, like flour, oil, and vinegar that we don't use on a daily basis is up there. So below our snack section is more dried snacks. This is my first happy place. This is my second happy place. This is mostly just like quick bars and a bunch of different stuff that you can just see here. Below that is our chip section. Chips, popcorns, and all of that stuff. And yeah, that's about it for the pantry and snacks. And then we did a second pantry over here. This is actually really cool. It's like a little push to open. We had the option of doing a pull, but we just decided not to, because guess what? Guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What?
River does not open this.
Yeah, that's the best.
This is one thing that he can't get open. He hasn't figured out that you need to push this to open it. So
you should have done that on more of them.
I know. And yeah, here we just have more back stock. We have our bread, crackers, and rice flour. Let's move on to my coffee bar. This is actually closed right now, but we do keep the coffee bar open most of the time, and that's the reason we did these pocket doors. When we were actually designing the kitchen with our designer, we had two options for this space. We could either do a coffee bar or a wine bar. Even though the wine bar looked so good, like it just aesthetically looked so much better, we ended up going for the coffee bar because we just don't drink and entertain that much, and it made no sense. So we
drink coffee every day.
I love this coffee, I love my tea, so it just made more sense to do this.
A light.
A light.
We have a light.
It was Ivor's idea actually to do these strip lights, and I'm really happy that we went with them. It's a small detail, I just feel like it adds. So for our coffee bar, we kept it pretty simple, straightforward. We have our smell that we've had forever. I have some of these jars that I store my tea bags in. We have Ivor's coffee, we have honey, sugar. I have 3 types of sugars because I'm a crazy person, I like to mix it. And yeah, we have all our cups organized here. And then we just took some wine glasses up here just because it just made no sense putting up more mugs, because it's kind of just like, it's high up there. So okay, so let's move on to the fridge. We finally have a panel fridge. This is something I've always wanted since day one of us house hunting. Before we even bought the house, I have saved kitchen inspo, and all of them had panel fridges. I just feel like it looks so seamless and integrated when your fridge just blends into the cabinetry.
All right, let's get into the details of the fridge since I have the knowledge for it. All right, here we go. Double doors, opens up. Alana organized it. Looks amazing. But we do a lot of cooking at the house, like a ton. Like we pretty much cook every meal. So that means we have a lot of like fruits, vegetables, meats, and cheeses, lots of dairy that we keep in our fridge. We have a side thing. These are all of our sauces. We chose this one because, I mean, it's such an incredible fridge. I mean, it's all stainless steel. You have the lights on the side that just make it look so, I mean, this fridge looks incredible, and also it just has so many different features involved in it as well. You got double cameras on the side, one up here, so it has eyes on your produce at all times. So you can link it with the app, and it'll actually tell you what you're running short on, which is crazy. So if you're like, oh, what do I need from the grocery store? It'll tell you.
That's crazy.
Which is insane.
So our biggest issue, like with our previous fridge in our previous house, was that our fruit would get spoiled. I feel like we would spend so much money on fruit, and then we would wait like 2 or 3 days and there's mold on the berries, and it would make me so sad that
3 days mold on the berries, guaranteed 3 days shelf life. This gives us over a week, which is like
insane,
unbelievable. So yes, we did spend a lot of money on this fridge, but we also are saving a lot of money by not having to buy fruits and vegetables all the time. I'm gonna close it real quick. It's telling me to close.
It's beeping, yes.
It doesn't like to be opened for too long. It starts like yelling at you. Also,
I think all fridges do that.
And it also has like different modes involved in, like, let's say you're coming home from the grocery store. You can tell it, hey, I'm coming home from the grocery store. Or it lowers the temperature of the fridge to like a deep freeze because it knows that it's gonna be open because you're putting groceries.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. This is why I had to do it, because I didn't even know that.
It's crazy, right?
Before this, like when we were fridge shopping, we had this full conversation in the car, because to me, a fridge was a fridge. I was like, when Ivor told me the price of this, I was like, there's no way we're spending this on a fridge. Like, this makes no sense. It hurt my soul that we're spending this much money on a fridge, but it just makes sense now, because no, I don't think all the future of
we
fridges.
splurged on this fridge.
This was definitely a splurge.
Yeah, this thing was $16,000. Okay, we have our 2 top drawers. Our left one is actually an ice maker. So you have your big cubes and your small cubes. And you know, it changes it out frequently, so it wants you to like drain it every 2 weeks. It'll tell you like, hey, the ice is stale, take it all out and throw it away. And then it like makes new ice. So then our right one, this is actually a utility drawer, meaning that it could be anything. It could be a freezer, it could be a soft freeze, it could just be your regular fridge. It could also be a beverage drawer or a meat and fish drawer with a lock on it in case you don't want your kids to get into it.
Ice cream.
Which is amazing. Because I got my ice cream in here and he's not allowed to have it.
This emoji bag is mine, that's mine, that's mine.
These are mine. This is my guilty pleasure here. I like this stuff. And this is our meat drawer. Chicken, fish, all the sorts of meats. And then we have just kind of like, these are kind of just our frozen foods that we throw on. Frozen pizzas, we have frozen berries for river smoothies and whatnot. Yeah, so there's that. Boom.
That's our fridge door.
Done. The fridge is, oh, we can actually, it's stopped yelling at us. We can open it back up. I think we missed a couple of things, right?
What did we miss?
Do you want to see the screen that's in here and stuff? Come check it out. You see refrigerators at 37 degrees. We can change that if we want to. We can set it to super cool, but I like to have it at 37. So then you have your freezer, all that stuff, and then there's just, I don't know, there's just like a bunch of like options. You can go into like the settings, the cameras, and we're back home. Oh, we have a water machine. All right, and that is the fridge. Dun, 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 dun. We're done.
Next to the fridge, we have our appliance armoires. We actually have 2 of these. This was such an important detail for us when designing the kitchen with our designer, because in our previous kitchen we had all our appliances out on the counter, and because we had them on the counter there was no space for us to cut vegetables or do anything because everything was just out of display. Our microwave, air fryer, we had like a water machine on top. It was just chaotic. So this little detail was such a game changer because you could just have all your appliances hidden. So we have our air fryer here. When we want to use it, we open it up, use it when we're done. You just shut it and it's like it was never there. On the top we have our microwave and our rice cooker. And then on this side we have our blenders. And then because this is kind of like, you can't really use this for appliances, we just kept this as storage. So we have our stainless steel pots and pans.
Okay, something's been on my mind. With all this housework, you really have to learn to trust people. You know when you're renovating and someone says, oh, I know a guy, and you trust it. But when they come to do the work, you soon find out that they're actually not the guy. That's why you don't just trust anybody with your home. You check their work. You check their experience, their track record. Because once you hand over the keys, trust is what matters the most. Same idea applies even when the stakes are higher. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is known as America's largest injury law firm. If you ever get injured, car accident, someone else's negligence, you don't just pick any old firm. Because not all law firms are built the same. Choose the wrong one and you could be at a disadvantage before you even start. For over 35 years, fighting for the people. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states. They've recovered over $30 billion for their clients. That's not luck, that's a track record. And their fee is free unless they win. So there's genuinely no reason to not check them out if you ever need it. You can start a claim in one click at forthepeople.com/Alana and Ivor. Or you can click the link in the description.
Okay, let's move on to the island. So when the original design, we had a way smaller island. We decided to go big because we do use this a lot. We use it to eat, we use it to prep food. So the more counter space for us, the better. We also decided to do a waterfall island, and I love how it turned out. I did forget to mention, now that we're talking about this, one of the biggest decisions we had was what countertops to choose, because one, they're so expensive in general and we didn't want to make a mistake because replacing them is a nightmare. So our options were porcelain, marble and quartzite, and we landed up doing quartz because we just felt like that was the most durable option for us, as well as something that looks elevated, because when also renovating the house, we wanted to choose options that will add value to the house, so that one day if we do decide to, we're not going to sell it anytime soon, but if we do decide to sell it, we wanted it to be put into a category of a luxury home. So if we chose options like porcelain, that yeah, it's easier to take care of, but it would just devalue the home. So our best option was quartzite, and I'm kind of really happy that we chose this one. And then our second option was marble. We actually fell in love with a few marble options, but anyone that has marble in their kitchen knows that it stains so easily, and we just discussed, like, we don't want to be tiptoeing around our own kitchen and be afraid to like stain it. It was heartbreaking because nothing beats marble. It's like literally like the most beautiful thing you can have in your kitchen. So it was a little heartbreaking, but we just decided to quartzite. It's still a natural stone, it's not man-made, and it looks amazing. Okay, so on the other side of the island we have our double trash pull out, which is great. Plenty of space for trash. So we have 6 drawers over here that I mostly use to organize our dishware glasses. I do organize things based on what we use the most is on top always. So our plates and bowls are the first drawer is bowls, our second drawer is plates, and then we have the glasses down below. We have Tupperware. We have a full drawer for river section. He has so many different bottles and bibs and a bunch of different stuff. So we have one drawer for him. Another feature I forgot to talk about, all our cabinets and drawers are soft close.
Ooh.
That's so satisfying. I love it.
We chose to do drawers pretty much everywhere instead of cabinets.
Yes.
Because it's just so much more convenient. So
Yes.
usually like you'll see kitchens like this would be like cabinets usually,
yes.
but we decided to do drawers.
The thing about cabinets is cabinets are great, but when you're doing cabinets, things can get lost at the back. So if, for instance, if I had cabinets down below here, I would have to bend down and be digging for things at the back, as opposed to a drawer where you can just pull it out and just see everything. So most of the things down below, if you see, are all drawers. Of course, we have some cabinets, but most are drawers.
Okay, here's our beautiful stove. It is 48 inches, so it's a little bit bigger than your average stove. I think our last one was 36, so it really only had like 2 burners on it, basically. Well, it had 4 burners, but this one has so many, like I can cook so many different things at once. It's absolutely
You
insane.
actually look like that when you're cooking. That was
It's
great.
Like it's
That
like
was
how
great.
I feel. I'm like, well, and I like throw this in and I do that and I sauce it up. How do you think River knows how to like cook? Anyways, we went with a vintage style stove. Well, originally when we were stove hunting, we were looking at like the $80,000 stoves, but this one, the price for this one, brand new, is actually around 12. So I know
He's being sarcastic.
I know.
Just in case I feel like some people don't get your sarcasm. We were not considering. I think even for a second did we consider the $80,000, $100,000
No,
stove.
we were considering it.
I think there was
We're like, yeah, why not? Why not?
I think there was
No, it's ridiculous. I would never. I mean, even if we could, I wouldn't even freaking buy it.
There was an article about how they twisted everything that I said about how Alan, I was like forcing you to like $100,000 stove.
Yeah. We came across some really expensive stoves that were like out of our price. I mean, we just were not spending.
It was insane.
But the style of it we really wanted. So we did some digging. We found some other ones. This one in particular, we loved it. We think it looks really, really good. I do love this beige color that it's more of a cream.
It's more cream, yeah.
We chose a cream on brass, which is really nice. It was between this or I wanted also a matte black one, which I think
there was a burgundy one as well.
And a burgundy one was cool. Yeah, we were considering the burgundy one as well. We just thought that this one, again, is a little timeless, a little safe.
Yeah.
I think though that black one would have looked so
Because the black
good.
one was, yeah.
It would look so good in the kitchen. And it just would have like added the crazy contrast. But again, it was like a little bit riskier to pick. So we decided to go with this one. Nice pot filler that we don't use. Never would use it.
It's funny because I was
I
was so excited for it, but we don't really use it.
It's nice little, it's just there. You know?
It looks good.
Custom built vent for the stove, which is awesome. They literally molded this entire thing into the wall, so it looks like it's a part of the wall, which is really, really cool. And one of like the last additions here is actually these sconces above here. These took 3 months to come in. I don't know what the deal was.
45 days.
Like I don't understand like what the problem was with the sconces. I think like originally the package has fallen off the boat in the middle of the sea, and so they had to reship it. Oh, this stove also, a little bit of a smart stove as well. It has like a little screen over here, so you can have set your desired temperature for. You have one main giant oven. This is where you normally use it for your everyday things, you know, whatever it may be. And then this is a little small oven over here, and it's specifically designed for chicken. Yeah, it's like
the way you say that.
Like a chicken. You throw a big chicken in there, and it spins. It's like a rotisserie chicken. So, and obviously you can use it for other things too, but like it's made for the chicken. We have, if you come closer, you can see all the burners. We have large burners. Let's turn it on. Show you the large burner.
Oh, I also forgot to mention.
That's the wrong one, sorry.
I forgot to mention that you can replace this with like a full griddle. So you can actually make this into
a pancake griddle.
Yeah, like just
we have
like
a giant thing. It's like it's a big stainless steel.
It becomes like one giant pan, and you can like make pancakes and stuff.
All right, let's turn it on so you guys can see the fire. Ready? Ooh, there's the fire. So you can do like, you know, just like a normal grill. Lots of fire, a little bit of fire. It looks like Alana put some books up here. I didn't really have anything to do with that. She's doing the decor. I didn't put this here either. This is all Alana. She's doing the decor. We chose these sconces together online. You know, I don't know if I really like them that much. Like they're okay, but they looked a lot different on the website. So
okay,
we might replace
we're going to be completely honest.
We might replace them.
I also feel like they're a little big for the space. I did picture them way smaller, so
I think we need something that's like a little bit more erect.
Yeah.
No,
He's really 5.
I think we need to do that again.
I know what you mean.
Do that one again. I think we need something that's like a little more erect.
Can you just use another word? Either means we need something longer to fill.
All right, so as you can see too, something you notice is that we did a continuation of the Taj Mahal all the way up the backsplash, and then created a small little tiny useless shelf up top. But it looks great. I really love it.
It's not a useless, listen to me. So when we were designing the kitchen, that was supposed to be a spice shelf. It's a really, really tiny shelf, and it's specifically just designed for spices. But when I started organizing the kitchen, I realized that we cook so much and we have so many spices. Spices,
and it would look messy.
That it just looked messy.
Let me show you one more thing about it. The reason why we even did this, let me show you. Here's the reason. And voila. There is a little hidden light in there. It looks really nice at nighttime. I usually just flick this on and it's really, really pretty. So
yeah.
Anyways, back off. As you can see, we upgraded our outlets that are right here. We went with I'm gonna light myself on fire real quick. We went with like a vintage brass here, just to give it, you know, an elevated look. You can't just have like plain white plastic outlets here. It would look a little out of place. So we upgraded them.
A better example of like how they look. So we have like little dimming switches.
Yeah, dimming. Let's run through the faucet real quick. You can turn it on, you got hot and cold, and then this comes and you can just wash all the dishes, which is really, really nice. And this is all brass, so it's patina.
Yeah, you can already see the little like
patina already, which is really, really nice. Then we have our water filter, which has a whole entire reverse osmosis underneath the sink. Before we had a giant machine on the counter to get fresh water.
Yeah, this is honestly like the most convenient thing, and there's the fact that we could just fill our water. Just if you're thirsty, just fill it from here is like the best thing.
The freshest reverse osmosis water right there. And then we have a dish soap dispenser, which I will tell you is a giant pain in the ass to fill.
It looks good, but it's like
dude, first of all, it comes in like it's about this. It's underneath, it looks like that underneath, right? And you screw it from underneath the bottom. The problem is that this sink is so big, I have to get so far.
You have to like mechanic it.
I'm like this, and I'm screwing it like this.
That's.
And I'm like, I don't even know if I got it half
doing,
the time.
Wait, do that again. You look like you're doing an Indian dance.
That's like, so every time I have to change this, which is right now because there's no more in it.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare for me. It's something I dread, so I'm not totally happy about that. All right, so we have a hand soap dispenser here, which is different from the dish soaps.
This is a funny story.
And then
so I organized the entire kitchen, and for an entire month, I didn't know which one was the hand soap and which one was the dish soap.
Oh, I use them simultaneously.
I'm pretty sure that he washed our dishes with the hand soap.
Oh yeah, a couple times.
For the full month.
Yeah.
Because like when I was changing, he was like, why are you putting the hand soap in that? He's like, isn't that the dish soap? I'm like, no, that's the dish soap. That's the hand soap.
I thought we were just like, you know, combining everything. Here is the dishwasher, by the way. We have you push it and it'll open. There we go.
Whoa!
There's the dishwasher.
It's also a smart dishwasher, by the way.
Smart dishwasher. It's wow. I will say that this is one of the things that I've loved the most because our last dishwasher didn't really wash the dishes great and left them incredibly wet. And this one dries them very, very well. It's just beautiful. It's
as a dishwasher, like if you you have one job, like to wash the dishes. Like ours did not do. Ours did do the one thing that it's supposed to do.
Do your job. Originally, Lana wanted like an integrated sink, which like flowed from this all the way down. We decided to go with something that just stainless steel that would last forever, that was super, super durable, because we're gonna be using it. Now, it looks just like a normal stainless steel sink, like a big one, but it's not. It's a full workstation. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And then here is the meat cutting board that you can just slide right in and then cut as you're going, slide it off, whatever you need to do. This is just one of them. Then you have, this one's really cool. This one's for like washing berries and vegetables. Put your cups in here that have holes in them. Kind of like strainers, so you can put your berries, wash them, like that. And then we have the veggie cutting board, which is different from the meat one. Here is a utility. I don't even know what this is for, actually. I've never used it.
It's different things you can like wash. You could use
it's another type of strainer.
Like carrots, maybe.
Yeah, some
veggies,
celery stalk.
Yeah.
Celery stalk, maybe a giant eggplant. You know, something like that. Even though I hate eggplants, the most disgusting vegetable in the world. Here is the last one. It's kind of put this here, and then you could put, you know, your mixing bowl strainer in there just like that. And then wash what you need to. And then we cut all of our, any kind of like leftover veggies, we just throw it down in the garbage disposal, turn on the button, and everything's clean.
Like honestly, this workstation sink has made our kitchen so much like less messy when we cook. I feel like it's usually such an explosion of stuff, but because we cut things here, we cut meat here, veggies here, and you just shove all the stuff in the garbage disposal, it's just like so much cleaner to cook.
Yeah, it's nice. This whole attachment system is from Create Good Sinks. There's so many other attachments too that you can go with, but these are the ones that we felt worked best in our kitchen.
We got like 7 or 8. There's like so many different ones that you could.
And then here is our Lazy Susan. So we have a bunch of pots and a bunch of pans in here, and you just rotate it based off of whichever one you need to use. So there's that. Overall, we're extremely happy with how the kitchen turned out, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't some problems along the way. We had a couple issues, a couple things we had to solve and come up with. And one of the biggest ones, was this faucet and sink. So what happened was, when they put in this entire slab of Taj Mahal, they drilled the wrong hole. Our original sink needed 2 holes that were off center, and they put one big fat hole right in the middle. So we could no longer use that faucet. They made it right. They bought us this beautiful faucet that we love now, and it was like semi a blessing in disguise because it's just such a nice like faucet to use and like really, really functional. But Alana didn't get her beautiful like two-tone, like
it was like kind of like a
two-pillar vintage.
It was like a vintage sink.
We used it in the laundry room. We'll show you guys.
The thing it's fine because I got to use it somewhere. It's in the laundry room, but the only issue for me was I'm just about like everything being symmetrical.
Yeah.
And then my biggest issue here is because that went wrong, for us to improvise, we
had
have
to,
like this asymmetrical sink.
And then, so then we put this in, right? Because we had a hole here. And then we just wanted to put a water filter. That's all we wanted to do. So we just wanted the faucet and then the water filter right off to the side. Well, the water faucet was supposed to go like a little bit more inside because this was gonna hit it if it wasn't. Now they went ahead and drilled another wrong hole where it was literally hitting the water faucet.
It was a full series of unfortunate events.
I couldn't even believe what was happening at this moment. So then we had another problem we had to deal with. So then we had not one, but two holes that weren't supposed to be there, like in wrong places. So we're like, holy shit. So then I was like, all right, so now we only can basically move the water faucet over and put a little soap dispenser, which was never our plan in the first place to have a soap dispenser here. But you know what, it is what it is, and it worked out, and you know, the kitchen's more functional.
Okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the kitchen tour. We will be doing a closet tour next, and then hopefully after that we will have an entire house tour ready for you guys. We are really trying our best to get everything done, but yeah, that's it. I'm so happy with how the kitchen turned out overall. This was one of like the biggest projects in the house. We did rip out everything and start from like a blank slate, so it's just crazy to see how far we've come, and I'm just so excited to keep cooking in this kitchen. See you guys next time.